not bad teams, but teams that we are capable of beating. We're beating very early. And as we get into, like you said in your pregame, in the meat of the schedule, it's getting tough. It's going to get tougher. 2, our speed is getting faster. I don't know what's happening, but I thought we had 3 quick backs. Last week we saw Anthony Robinson go coast to coast and nobody could catch him. So the 2 things I think that are very prevalent this season so far is our schedule and our speed. And I just think if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot tonight, that we're going to go into that meat of the schedule in the second half with a win under our belt tonight.
Well, as you said, Vineland's success can be traced in large part to the roster of skill position players, as I alluded to the opening of this pregame show. It's not just one good running back, it's several. And it's not just the ground game, it's a passing attack and a defense that has only given up 22 points in 3 games. And one of those was actually an interception that was returned for a touchdown. But it still gets chalked up to the points allowed. But with all the talent and the tools, Vineland can't afford to look past any of the games on their schedule. Take tonight's opponent, Oakrest. The Falcons startled South Jersey football fans when they upset Hamilton in the season opener back on September 12th. That score was Oakrest 19, Hamilton 16, and it was played in Hamilton, John.
I saw the film of that game, Keith. It was probably the biggest shock I've ever seen in football. I watched we were getting ready in the film room, and Hamilton was steamrolling Oakrest, and that's the only way I can put it, Keith. They were pushing them up and down the field. They were going in to score late in the game, and they fumbled it. And the young man from Oakrest picked up, ran 80 yards. Bingo. Hamilton gets the ball, is driving again. Hamilton puts the ball on the ground again. Oakrest throws a little screen pass. The guy runs 60 yards. The game's over. As quickly as 2 plays could happen, it changed the game around. And you know what? You got to give the kids credit. They hung in there. And they got the 2 big plays to turn it around. So you never know in this game what's going to happen. You know, if you stay close, anything can happen.
Well, Hamilton rebounded from that loss and has come back. They did a number on Buna, I think, in week number 2, and they seem to be back on track. But that, when you open up the season with a loss, it shakes the bones a little bit.
It's tough to recover. Going back years ago, if you lost the first or second game, you were out of playoffs. You were done. You didn't even consider anything happening. Today, with the expansion to 8 teams, it takes that little bit off the first loss, Keith. You can lose 1 and still qualify, which is pretty good. You know, it just changed that whole perspective around that first loss.
Oakrest has some good skill position players, too. Senior running back Ryan Staten rushed for 899 yards and 10 touchdowns last year, and he added 22 catches for another 213 yards. So he's a threat down there on the field for Vineland's defense.
Coach told me that he's a Division I back. That's high praise for somebody coming out of our league when you say a Division I back. Over the years, Keith, you and I know that it's been a little sparse coming out. Green, maybe from Holy Spirit, went on to prove that he was a Division I back. You know, nothing else jumps out at me. Wilkinson, maybe, the kid from Vineland, went on to play at Temple. A couple kids from Millville that went on to play at Temple. But boy, that's high praise coming from a coach to say that about a youngster.
Then we have Desmond Walker. He's another good runner at fullback. Junior receiver Jeremiah Poindexter and junior quarterback James Smalls, who's a transfer from Holy Spirit, connected on a 70-yard game-winning scoring strike in that Hamilton game. So I guess they have to be considered as a threat as well.
Yeah, you know, watching him, Keith, you and I watched him before the game, his arm is strong, but I question his technique a little bit. I'm not sure if he's...
Yeah, we noticed that he drops his arm down, a little flaw in his technique.
But he threw the ball, you know, he put the ball in the air 40, 45 yards, so you always got to worry about that, the threat.
Defensively, Oakrest returned 8 starters from the 3-7 team last year. Look for defensive end Shea McKean, who also plays tight end, and it'll be difficult not to see him. He's 6'3" and 260 pounds, John.
Isn't it crazy how you flip-flop different things? we had Garrett count the number of players. He told us there were 31. We have 50-some players. Last year, we went down there with about 25 players. How time changes in 1 year. You know, it's just amazing to me how quickly football fortune can change over a period of time, very quick.
Absolutely. Well, getting back to Vineland, so far with games pretty much under control as the clock winds down, the Clan coaches have been able to play the JV squad to give them some varsity experience. That can't hurt as your team advances to the next year. And the question emerges, though, how can they still do that with the toughest part of the schedule coming up? So they better get their licks when they can and get the opportunity to get that experience under their belt.
Our freshmen played Thursday, Oakrest, and they solidly handled them a loss. Played Coach Scarpa, I forget coach's name, Coach Jess, and Coach Singleton said they played everybody, and I think it was a 30-6 win, which is a good sign. You know, our freshmen went to see practice the other day, and they're 35 strong, Keith. So that's a pretty nice-sized freshman team.
Let me introduce you to the defensive starters that we're expecting tonight according to the depth chart given to us by Coach Belfi. Last week we mentioned the offense. We try to alternate it each week. Coming across the front, the two defensive ends, number 50, Mark Thompson, the 6'3", 225-pound senior, and Aaron Silver, number 51. He's a senior as well at 6'1", 185 pounds. The two tackles today are expected to be number 14, Lydell Harris. He's a senior at 6'1", 215 pounds. And number 61, Jaquan Brown, 5'9", 210-pound senior. And Jonathan Roseltoff is expected to start at nose guard today wearing number 79. He's a junior at 5'6", 245 pounds. Coach Belfi, here's an interesting thing. The guy starting opposite him as the center is, according to Coach Belfi, his stepbrother, Paul Malik, number 66. So that'll be quite a matchup. We'll have to keep an eye on that. The two linebackers for the Fighting Clan, number 54, Christian Guadalupe. He's a junior at 6 foot, 185 pounds. And Jeffrey Morgan wears number 26. He's a 6'2", 205-pound junior. The two quarterbacks tonight that we're expecting to see, number 3, Jamar Bird, a junior at 5'7", 150 pounds. And Matt Moore, a senior at 5'10", 165 pounds. And the two safeties for the Fighting Clan, John Winchester tonight wearing number 20, a junior at 5'11", 170 pounds, and Marcus Lee, number 13, 6'2", 175-pound senior. John, that lineup just seems to be getting better every week. The defense is stepping up. We've had a couple of interceptions and also a lot of pressure on the front.
Aggressive. I like the word aggressive. They've taken one more step of aggressiveness each week. They pressure the quarterback, as you just said. What I'm impressed with is they haven't missed many tackles, Keith, when they had to make them. And that's a sign of a good defense. I watched the Miami game last night, number 2 team in the nation, and they must have missed 10 tackles, important tackles last night, and kept the ball good. West Virginia in the game. What a great game that was, but it was based on Miami always plays great defense. You know, they're aggressive. So I'm proud of the Vineland kids. They're tackling well, they're staying in the ball game well. And again, Keith, unless they shoot themselves in the foot, I can't picture any way they can with what they have. They should be okay.
The offensive starting lineup is being introduced right now on the field. You'll see them running across your screen there. You see the captains meeting at midfield with the officials for the coin toss. For the Oakrest Falcons tonight, their offensive starters include tight end number 8, Shea McKean. He's a senior. And they don't give us any weight or height figures. So all I can tell you is their number, their name, and their year. Spencer Perry wears number 72. He's a tackle and a junior. The other tackle is number 60, John Perrone. He's also a junior. The two guards, number 64, David Yee. He's a senior. And I'm just looking down on the field. Fine, will be receiving the opening kickoff again. Christopher Pelrano, number 65, is also a junior at the other guard. The center, number 66, Paul Malik, is a junior. The backfield has number 26, Tyler Walker, a senior. Number 34, Laquan Lee, a sophomore. Number 5 is Ryan Staten, a senior. And number 13 is Desmond Walker, a junior. And the engineer for the offense is number 1, the quarterback, James Smalls. He's a junior. John, when you look at that starting lineup on the offense anyway, Oakrest has 7 players, 7 out of the 11, who are either juniors and plus 1 sophomore. Now the playing of the national anthem. Good job by the Vineland High School marching clan playing the national anthem. I'd like to mention to you our student camera crew here providing this game to you on Channel 13. Chris Guittardi, Ryan Gavigan, and Maria Canigliaro. And the crew we have in the truck producing the whole show is Mickey Brandt, Brian Anthony, and the supervisor for VPS TV Channel 13, John Sobrano. We appreciate their efforts. Tonight's a chilly night here at Catone Stadium. It's we had some wind earlier, but it appears that the wind has died down. We expect the temperatures to go down into the 40s as the evening progresses. No rain or anything. John, the field is a little light in the way of turf because of all the play it gets, but I understand that the last soccer game was played here the other day, that Millville game, which Vineland took both sides of that, the girls and the boys varsity game. But the field is really showing wear.
It's it's a multi-use now, multi-purpose stadium, I guess is the word that you want to use. And there was a doubleheader here the other night. Nice crowd. Vineland came away with 2 wins, the girls and the boys. And it's always good to have a win over Millville.
Absolutely.
In anything.
So the ball is teed up, ready for the kickoff. Back deep for the Fighting Clan. Darren Ford, number 2, and number 3, of course, is Jamar Bird.
Here comes our best weapon.
You're not kidding. They keep it away from the speedsters. It goes out of bounds.
Coach made a decision to take the ball. Maybe he's putting the offense on the field. Okay, they get on to 35.
So Vineland will start their first possession of the evening from their own 35-yard line.
We've opened up 3 straight games, Keith, with a pass. What do you think?
Count on it.
Okay.
Joe Bassetti is the center, number 55, 6'2", 230-pound junior. The 2 guards, Jaquan Brown, number 61, and Aaron Silver, number 51. The 2 tackles, Mark Thompson, number 50, and Steve Medio, number 67. Ross Romano is the tight end. The split end is number 13, Marcus Lee.
Oh.
Alex Castillo pitches the ball over to Darren Ford. We were both wrong, John. As Ford tries to cut it back, he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, no gain.
Something was wrong with that play from the get-go, Keith. I don't know if you saw.
I saw a movement.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Fooled us. Something a little different. Chris played that awful well. At the outside conversion. I'm trying to pick up Oakrest defense. It looked like they're in a 4-4. They got 4 down linemen. Now they're in a kind of a 5-2, so we'll see what happens.
Alex Castillo, the senior quarterback. Handoff again to Darren Ford, who gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. So Oakrest doing a pretty good job thus far in stopping Vineland's potent offense. Castillo is a senior, 5'10", 165 pounds. Darren Ford, a senior at 5'9", 165 pounds. Walter Brown, number 9 in the backfield, a junior at 5'6", 160 pounds. And Jamar Bird, a junior, 5'7", 160 pounds, wearing number 3.
Well, Chris has any experience, Keith. It is offensive.
Fake handoff, play action pass.
He's wide open.
Castillo look downfield. It's thrown to Marcus Lee.
That's a shame. Ball hit the ground, I think, Keith.
Well, that's what they're calling.
Yeah. Pretty good scoop there, though. Boy, he was wide open, Keith.
He was wide open. The ball a little underthrown.
Yeah. Well, Crest is playing a little, they're 5-2, and they're playing Marcus Lee under and over. They got a man on him and a man deep. I guess they watch the same film as we do. He's quite a threat.
So it's 4th and 10 from their own 35-yard line. The punter's not out there. The whole punt team is set, but the punter's not there. They're going to have to hustle to get it off in time. They do. That's a beauty. It's going to be taken at the 30-yard line.
Oh, nice catch.
And that's our man Staten, Ryan Staten, the man to go to for Oakrest. So after 3 and out for the Fighting Clan, Oakrest now takes over on their first offensive possession of the evening. They start at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Kind of an even swap there. We started at 35, they start 38. I think if anything Oakrest matches up well tonight, Keith, is what you said. There were 7 starters returning on defense.
8 starters, I think, on defense.
Yeah. So
that handoff went to number 34, Laquan Lee. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah. That's where the matchup. That's where probably Oakrest will match up the best against us. With a veteran defense, you can carry a young offense for a while. We are again, for those people like football, we're playing a 5-man front. We have 2 good linebackers, and we have 4 secondary people. So we're playing a solid 5-2.
Penalty flag and whistle stop the play before it even starts. It's going to be against the Falcons. Substitution infraction. I guess you can hear that from our official. Who's wired for sound.
I have a tough time understanding what that is.
That kid ran as fast as he could to get off the field. Play didn't even start. He was on the sideline. They threw the flag. We have to get a clarification on that one of these days.
Yeah, I really don't know what that is.
Scott Turgan is the wide receiver, split far to the far side for the Falcons. That handoff again goes to Laquan Lee. Did you see that handoff, John? It went on his hip. He nearly dropped it, but he recovered it enough to pick up a couple of yards. Brings up a 3rd down now, and 8 yards to go.
Pete Carroll did a nice job in there.
Pete Caro is starting in there. He wasn't listed on the original starters we had on the sheet. Winchester's out there, Cacaro, Moore, Marcus Lee in the backfield.
Nice job.
Quarterback James Smalls keeps it himself that time.
Great
job. A couple
of
fakes there.
Christian Guadalupe, who's getting better each week. Our 2 linebackers really doing a good job.
So Bird and Ford back for the Fighting Clan, ready to accept the punt from Shea McKean.
Is our best weapon, Keith.
Jamar Bird has it.
Forget it. Forget it. He's gone.
He has a wall. Gets across midfield.
He's gone.
Cuts it back in.
Oh, okay.
And it's, believe it or not, it's the kicker, Shea McKean, who's the guy who knocks him out of bounds. But a good
Boy,
run back by Jamar Bird.
I thought he was going to take it. That one last, he got to that sideline awful fast.
We know we have a couple of guys capable of doing it, taking it coast to coast. We're in the first quarter, 8:23 to play here in the first quarter. No score between Vineland and Oakrest. The Fighting Clan right now has the football, and they're at the Oakrest 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the red and gray of Vineland. Marcus Lee split to the far side. The backfield of Walt Brown and Darren Ford. The handoff goes to Brown, right up the gut. Oakrest really seems to be reacting well so far tonight to the running game, John.
Yeah, they're pretty solid up front there. You take a look at your five linemen. They're all kind of big kids, and they're all movement. I just don't think they have the speed to stay with us. They're going to play Marcus under and over. They're going to dump it.
2nd and 10. Handoff again to Brown. Those of you who might be perceptive viewers might notice that there's a new addition to the jerseys tonight.
Yep.
Maybe we can get a close-up on some of those jerseys. They actually have their names emblazoned on the back of the jersey right above the number. Each player does for Vineland. And that's thanks to Tom Farside of Diamond Tailoring, who did an outstanding job. I understand he stayed up all night long getting all the numbers or the names just right on the jerseys.
Little addition from the red and gray.
Fake handoff out of the shotgun. Alex Castillo looks downfield, gets a little pressure, runs out of the pocket, sees a little bit of an opening, but is going to be stopped short. He's going to be about 5 yards short of a first down.
Big decision here for Coach.
6 yards short.
You know, do you punt?
I'd go for it, John.
He's going to go, yeah. How about that?
Wouldn't you go for it here?
I don't know about that one, Keith. I don't know.
I don't think they show too much, and it's early on in the game. If you're going to take a chance, this is the time to keep some momentum going. 4th and 6 is the call.
Quick pitch left. No.
Castillo looks to pass. The screen it is. It
screen.
goes to Jamar Bird. He has some running room, got the first down. Now he looks like a genius, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Set up a double screen, Keith. Had a screen right, and then went back left on it. Pretty good.
The ball will be spotted at Oakrest's 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the red and gray of Vineland. 6:21 left to play in the first quarter. No score yet. Marcus Lee split all the way over here to the near side, stretching out that field. In motion comes Ford. The ball is dropped. Alex Castillo picks it up on the option. He keeps it himself because he ran into a lot of traffic there.
Yeah, that was a busted play. I think he dropped the ball, Keith, on the snap.
He did. Yep.
Yeah. Now, there's a veteran quarterback. Did you see what he did that time? Little things. He had thoughts of pitching it. Maybe a year ago he would have threw it away.
In desperation.
Just kept it. You know, he got a couple
nice
yards.
And calm. That's right. Yeah, it's 2nd down and 8 yards now. The ball on the 21-yard line of Oakrest. So Vineland is threatening here in the first quarter. Alex pulled out of there before the ball got snapped, so a penalty flag is dropped. Last year, John, Vineland beat Oakrest 21-7. Back in 2001, Oakrest beat Vineland 29-12, and in 2000, Vineland edged the Falcons in the season opener 30-29. So there's Vineland, Oakrest, Vineland.
Well, let's hope we break that little.
Yeah, let's work on it tonight.
Yeah.
2nd down and 13 yards to go.
Nice call here.
Goes to Darren Ford. Ford gets inside the 20.
Yeah.
That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Quite an array of plays so far, Keith. We had screens, we had draws, we have an off tackle, we had some traps.
3rd and about 7 yards to go for a first. Ball at the 19-yard line of Oakrest. Pass is thrown across the middle to Ross Romano, but he drops it. It's recovered. There's a flag, though down on the play. Ross Romano grabbed a ball in a lot of traffic, but just as he was turning to go forward with it, the ball got dropped.
Might be illegal player downfield. Oh,
Offensive pass interference.
Ooh. I don't know if that's lost it down, though, Keith. That could be lost it down also.
I don't know. I wonder if we have that on replay.
Yeah, I don't know who was on.
Offensive pass interference on the offense. The 15-yard penalty and loss of down.
15-yard penalty and loss of down.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and a country mile.
34-yard line.
Well, coach is going for it.
So they spot the ball at the 34-yard line. 3rd down.
3rd or 4th?
Oh, 4th down. It should be 4th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th down.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I would watch Marcus Lee then deep on this one.
Marcus Lee will be the man.
Yeah.
You can be sure of that. Well, they'll get 5 yards back from it. They should anyway.
Yeah.
Saw the Oakrest player jump over.
Penalty on Oakrest.
Fourth and 18 is the situation for the Fighting Clan. The ball just around
is this confidence?
30.
I think it's pretty good confidence right here.
Marcus Lee split to the far side.
Again, watch.
Double wing back here in this formation for the Fighting Clan. There goes Jamar Bird.
Yeah, oh, they're going to flood the zone. Oh, he's wide open.
Alice had some problems there. There were Falcons coming in every way he turned.
Boy, I like that flood. I like that flood pass pattern, Keith. Deep, middle, short.
That's the way we've been talking about it, and that's the way they do it. That's great.
Did you see Alex Karras here tonight? Did you talk to him before the game?
Jason Karras.
Jason.
I didn't see him, no. I didn't speak to him since I didn't see him. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. No score. 1st and 10 for the Falcons of Oakrest. Starting from their own 29.
Quick hitter off that. It's amazing, Keith. Every week we come in here and more teams. The only team we've seen this year that don't run the wing T is Atlantic City. And I don't know about Absegami. I know Mainland runs it. And I know Ocean City runs a form of it, the Alangelo form of the wing T.
That was Laquan Lee who ran that, John, and I'm just surprised how many times he's touching the ball tonight so far. I thought we'd see State and State and State. There he is again, Lee on that carry. Got the 1st down.
Maybe Vineland's looking for Stanton too.
Could be.
Yeah.
Lee's doing a good job. He gets positive yardage every time he touches the ball.
It's the first time, and this is the 4th game that I've seen our linebackers get handled a little bit, and that's what's happening. The front 5 usually takes the blocks on, and our linebackers do a good job.
Hand off right up the gut. There's a penalty flag.
Guaranteed. The referees have been too quiet for too long. Guaranteed.
That's what it is.
There have been 4 flags, and this guy has thrown 4 flags.
They decide that in the locker room before they come out, right?
I hope not, Keith. Boy, that's... According to Garrett, there's been 5 penalties, 3 against Oakrest, 2 against Vineland. He's beside himself, the penalties.
First down and around 19 yards to go for another first. The pass is thrown, and it's caught. What a nice catch there by Travis Walker. Gets inside Vineland territory as they found a chink in the armor of the Fighting Clan defense. Ball all the way down now on the Clan 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Oakrest. Big center Paul Malik sets himself up over the football. Quarterback James Smalls calls the signals. Handoff this time goes to Ryan Staten.
Nice job of number 79 to turn that inside. Jonathan
Russelltoft.
Boy, he's a nice kid, Keith. Every morning I talk to him in the hallways. He just loves the game of football. He's only a junior, too. He'll be back.
Yeah. You saw a good shot there of those jerseys with the names on.
Yeah, thanks to the Red and Gray.
Red and Gray Club did a good job there of financing that.
They are really, providing the little extras.
2nd and 9 is the situation for Oakrest. The handoff is given to Lee, but he is stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was Jaquan Brown on the tap.
Jeffrey Morgan. On the blitz.
Jeffrey Morgan.
Great call on the blitz.
John, we have less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. As time is rapidly expiring. That's what happens when the ball is mainly kept on the ground.
Yeah, according to Garrett, Oakrest is 1 for 1 passing and Vineland's 0 for 1. So that ball hasn't been airborne very much.
3rd and 11. Handoff goes to Staten. Staten comes back across the grain and is brought down at the 30-yard line of the Fighting Clan. Marcus Lee on the tackle.
4th and a long 4. Here's a decision.
4 yards to go.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Oh, okay. His coach is going to wait.
That's the end of the first quarter.
He's going to wait to make a decision. A good call there.
No score.
And no score between Vineland and Oakrest. You see Rowdy Rooster. Let me mention the cheerleaders for you while we're at it. Captain is Kelly Fiocchi. Co-captains Christina Guadalupe and Tocona Ledbetter. The senior members of the squad, Kelly Barcy, Blair Cohen, Christina Lackey, Lauren Harvey, Elizabeth Pizzo, and Adriana Dapolo. And the junior members, Brooke Rose Tharp, Kim Ballone, Renee Longini, Raven Mayfield, and Stephanie Gaboro. And the sophomore members of the cheerleading squad, Charisse Burgos, Kylan Carter, and Kenitha Ransom. Coaches Miss Kelly Rudd. Said tonight's a little bit of a chilly night for a change. So the cheerleaders are building up that energy, trying to stay warm as well. Good crowd here again at Gateau Memorial Stadium. The Vineland fans like a winner, and they are out here in force again tonight.
Yeah, there's something like the Yankee fans, Keith.
Well, right now it's
both are in pretty good shape. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty good shape, yeah. Pretty good shape.
Oakrest
there you see a good shot of the fans.
Keith.
Oakrest is going for it.
Yeah,
4th and 4.
a little bit of gamble too on their part.
Ball around Vineland's 30-yard line. Pass over to middle. It bounces off Vineland and intercepted by Matt Moore. That was like a pinball game out there. Matt Moore pulls down the interception. Here you'll see Smalls drop back, and I guess they had seen some situation developing there across the middle, but that's always a dangerous place to throw. Goes off the hands and helmet of Marcus Lee and right into the hands of Matt Moore. Look what I found. So 1st and 10 for the Fighting Clan. The ball at the 19-yard line of the red and gray. Handoff to Darren Ford. Ford scrambling through every opening he can see, and he gets up close to a first down. I think it'll be just shy. We'll see, though. Maybe he got it. First down. Second quarter just underway. No score yet between Vineland and Oakrest.
It's the first test Vineland's had, Keith, where the opposition hasn't just melted away on their speed. And I'd like to see a nice drive here. This would be a real feather in their cap.
Alex Castillo hands off to Jamar Bird. Bird scrambles his way up there. Gets a pickup of 4 or 5 yards. As you can see, Vineland wearing their traditional red and gray uniforms, white numerals, and now with that nice addition of their names on the back. Silver helmets with red and white trim. Silver pants. The Oakrest Falcons in their white jerseys, royal blue pants, royal blue numbers, and similar to Vineland, they have their silver helmets, except with the blue and white ornamentation. Handoff goes, I believe that's Walt Brown there.
He's close, Keith. Looks like they're going to give it to him.
So another first down for the Fighting Clan. The ball at the 39-yard line of Vineland. Joe Bassetti comes out to set his line over the football. Marcus Lee split to the near side. In motion comes Jamar Bird. Handoff goes to Brown. Brown squirms his way forward for another pickup of 5 yards.
He impresses me each game, Keith. He's got a great ability to get in there in that hole and just, I guess scoot is the word. He has an extra 2-3 yards.
He has diminutive size, but boy, he really makes the big plays, doesn't he?
He sure does. He can block.
Officials timeout on the far side of the field. See Coach Frank Plefka talking with the official. He's talking about the chain gang there. Wish I could read lips.
Yeah, he's upset about something on the sideline.
I don't quite know what it is.
I don't know.
Something about the sideline up there. 9 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the first half. No score yet between Vineland and Oakrest. And we know from past experience this season, in the 3 games they've played, that Vineland has an explosive offense.
He said sideline warning on the bench. What the warning was, coach was out there talking to him.
I don't know. Second down and 4 yards to go for the Fighting Clan. In motion comes Bird. On the option, there goes the pitch.
Oh, great job.
See, there's a flag on the play.
Well, here comes our man again. He's having a wonderful game, the umpire. Oh, he picked up a trip. I said I'll be nice to the officials, and I'm going to be, but this young man that's the 6th penalty. He's thrown them all. Ooh.
That's a big one, John.
Yeah, 15.
16-yard penalty, not a foul. We'll just say second down. Utility will bat the ball up.
So the ball's all the way back at the Vineland 29-yard line.
Second and 22.
It's okay. Our offense can get 11 yards each play for a couple of plays. We'll be all right.
Second down and 21 or 22 yards to go for a first. Vineland has a slot situation now. The slot man is Darren Ford. Marcus Lee takes off for the races. The ball is thrown down. It's thrown right to him. He had to jump up there, but again, that height advantage worked. And Vineland regained all that lost territory plus some for a first down, and they penetrate into Oakrest territory. The ball is spotted at the 34 of the Falcons. I hope we have that one.
Oh, what a great catch on that. Concentration, great catch.
Here it is, John. Alex Castillo takes a couple of steps back, heaves it, and look at that, look at that. Just concentration on the pigskin.
Great catch.
First and 10 for the red and gray from the Falcon 34.
Oh,
little counter play for Darren Ford.
Oh,
trying to get to that sideline.
I thought he was going to races. What a great play by the corner. He tried to juke him and actually went backwards, Keith. I don't know if you saw that. Made the first man miss.
He did a lot of running for a 2-yard pickup. Here it is, John. You see it again. Oh, here it goes.
Oh, what a great move there.
Second down and 8 now for Vineland. In motion comes Bird again. But Castillo, he's flushed out of the pocket. Picks up the first down. Good decision by Alex Castillo.
Nice play. Boy, he's showing some real senior leadership, isn't he?
See where that pressure is coming from, John. I can't pick it up. See where they're. See if they're
coming from the outside, Keith.
From the outside, yeah. Again, first and 10 for the red and gray of Vineland. The ball at Oakrest 22-yard line. The handoff to Ford, Bird.
Oh, he's in.
Bird is in for a touchdown from the 22-yard line. 22-yard touchdown run by Jamar Bird.
Great cutback on the outside. What a smooth move he made on the outside. Great cutback. A little change in our artillery here. We're going to have Alex Castillo hold the extra points. He usually snaps it. You know, from snapper to holder. He's got good hands, so it should be.
Ball is back.
Good job.
The ball is down. And the kick is good. So Steve Bond gets it in. And Vineland takes a lead here with 7:17 to play in the half. It's 7-0 in favor of the Fighting Clan. Here you'll see a replay on that touchdown run. Jamar Bird got it, did a lot of running to the sideline.
Right there, watch the cut to the inside.
Got right in.
All set up by that great catch by Marcus Lee on that third down and long. Well, when you got third and whatever he had, what did he have, Keith? Country mile?
Yeah, there was a lot of yards. 22 yards, I think.
Yeah, great catch.
See Ryan Staten back deep for the Falcons. Ross Romano will tee up the football.
Again, speed paid off, Keith.
Sure does. Nice end-over-end kick. It's going to scoot right into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Excellent job by Ross Romano of getting that football into the end zone.
Nice to hold them here and see if we can get a second one before the half with about 7 minutes to go. This would be a nice, hold by the defense. Oakrest has had 2 first downs, Keith. That's all they've had on the offensive end.
Pete Cacaro, John Winchester, Marcus Lee, and Matt Moore in the backfield for Vineland's defense. Handoff goes to Lee. Laquan Lee. Vineland's defense is there to stop it.
Had a nice blitz package on there. They took Morgan right from his right linebacker and blitzed him on the left side, which now causes disruption in the blocking.
Loss of a yard. The ball's backed up to the 19-yard line of the Falcons. 2nd down and 11.
Looks like the coaching staff has decided they're going to, that's about the 4th blitz in a row, where they've taken the extra linebackers and pushed them up in the hole. They got another one up there again. They got Morgan up in the hole again. Looks like they figured that they,
I believe that's Staten on the carry.
They have no respect for the passing game now. Vineland's starting to put 8 men up on the line.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 11 coming up for the Falcons. Oakrest head coach Frank Plefka is in his 2nd year and carries a career record of 4 wins and 9 losses into tonight's game.
Nice to say this remark, but I think Oakrest is really outmanned tonight with speed. They're going to come with a blitz again. Here comes Morgan.
Bootleg pass. And it goes into the hands of number 77 for Vineland, Ryan DiDonato on the sideline.
Morgan.
But he dropped it.
Morgan in those 3 plays blitzed on all 3 downs and caused a real disruption in the Oakrest offense. So again, that might be their game plan now, to just come at them.
4th and 11 means Shea McKean is going to be in there punting, number 8.
Yeah, we almost broke the last one.
Darren Ford back deep for the Fighting Clan. Long count. That's a disaster of a punt from Oakrest's point of view. Great for Vineland. They'll have the ball inside Oakrest territory to start off on this possession.
38-yard line.
From the 38, it'll be 1st and 10 for the red and gray. There you see it, 5:36 to play in the first half, 7-0 to score in favor of Vineland.
Yeah, you'd put a dagger in their heart if you can get one in here before the half's over.
Alex Castillo sets his team at the 38-yard line of the Falcons. Hand off to Darren Ford. Ford has a wall of blockers. Oh, he just tripped, I think, on that 35-yard line marker. On that chalk line.
That's a shame, boy. He had a beautiful wall out there in front of him.
He did. He picked up 6 yards on the carry. Brings up a 2nd and 4.
I think the speed is starting to take over, Keith.
Seems to be.
They're starting to get to the outside.
I was talking to Coach, well, I'll tell you about it after this play. Fake handoff, penalty flag is thrown. The catch is complete to Darren Ford. We'll see what impact the penalty flag has on that play.
I think there's a motion. We got away with it on the play to Marcus Lee. I didn't think we got away with it on this one.
Yeah, motion against us. Well, anyway, I was talking to Coach Belfie before the game, and I said, Coach, if you're trying to defend your own team, what would you do? And he said, I'd try to take away the outside part of the game. And that's what Oakrest has been trying to do. So that brings up a 2nd and 9 situation for the Fighting Clan.
We have a little jerky motion on that, Keith, when we flood that side, when we go into motion. We seem to just go on a half a snap early. And the one Marcus caught, I thought we did it too, but that one they caught pretty good.
Vineland calls a timeout. A little confusion, I think, on the formation for this play that's coming up. But it's a wise use of a timeout. Haven't used one yet. You get 3.5, so
4 minutes. Almost 5 minutes. You got plenty of time.
At the Vineland High School jersey, all of our players have their names on the back of the jersey. All this work was done in 1 week. We'd like to thank
once again, our crew here tonight.
and Diamond Taylor
We have Chris Guittardi, Ryan Gavigan, and Maria Canigliaro.
for the fine
And
work
our
you've done in getting these
crew in
jerseys
the
done. Let's
truck,
give a
the
round of applause.
producers, Vicky Brandt, Brian Anthony, and John Sabrana. Here in the booth, we have Garrett Catalana, John Parentazzi, and I'm Keith Petrosky. Timeout on the field. Have 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to play here in the first half. And Vineland enjoys a 7-0 lead over the Falcons.
You know, I'm impressed about this game, Keith. Vineland's playing a solid team, and they're playing solid. You know, this is the first time that, you know, we haven't busted it open early, and we're hanging in there pretty good.
I think you're right. Alice Castillo,
There's slant, Keith.
slant
Oh,
pass.
there's a flag.
Oh, I thought it would be a flag. It appeared to us that Travis Walker was all over the back of Marcus Lee. You hear I hope you can hear the reaction from the Vineland fans. They feel that he had a piggyback ride there as well.
I like that pass pattern, Keith.
Oh, I do too. A lot can happen out of that.
Yeah. People don't realize how tough that is to throw, the timing on that. You have to have that ball out in front of that receiver. And it is very hard timing, but once you get it down, it's a great weapon. Oh,
On the
draw.
draw.
There it is, a great call.
Darren Ford on the draw gets it up to the 30-yard line. Boy, John, I just happen to think it seems like just yesterday, but it was 2 years ago that we were talking about 3 things that can happen with a pass, and 2 of them are bad. This year we look forward to the passes because they finally have the routine down.
This is an easy call for coach. He went on when it was 4th and 6, right?
Yep.
That's 4th and what?
2.
2?
3 at the most. A long 2.
It's an easy
short
call.
3.
Oh, he's got it with ease. He's got it with ease, Keith.
That's Jamar Bird. Squeezes through there, got the first down.
He hit that hole perfect.
It's down to the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Fighting Clan. There you see Coach Burgos and Coach Jones, Dale Jones and Jamie Burgos on the sideline.
He hit that hole, Keith. Once he hit that hole, there was no doubt he had the first. Got a lot of space to the right. Yep, there it goes.
Hand off to Darren Ford.
There it goes.
Look at that block by Walt Brown.
Oh,
Ford
great.
reverses his motion on the field. Wow. Penalty flag is thrown. Another one is dropped right around the line of scrimmage at the 20. Holding against Vineland. That was
He
going to be a
ran
late hit or
30,
something.
41 yards to gain what, Keith? What did he gain on that?
I don't think he gained anything.
Yeah, he gained
Right
one,
back to the
maybe.
line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
you're right. But I'll tell you what, it's exciting.
It was exciting.
It was an exciting 1-yard run we've seen all year. Pretty good. But I guess it was something in the open field.
Comes back to the Fighting Clan 32.
That's our 5th penalty, Keith.
About 21 yards to go for a first.
Yeah. Well, where's Marcus at? Which way is he lining
He's
up?
going to the far side.
Okay. And they might flood that area with Bird and Ford again.
There's a pitch
Reverse.
on the reverse.
Oh, good
Comes
call.
to Marcus Lee.
Oh, good call.
Marcus Lee
great
turns it
block.
upfield, and he's
Let
going
me
to get a
tell you
touchdown. Marcus Lee on the reverse.
Let me tell you something. If you could see the block Alex Castillo threw, you'd be amazed. What a great block.
I'm impressed with Marcus Lee taking it 32 yards to pay dirt.
He'd have had no shot without Alex Castillo. You could see that block.
That's the play I told you to run 2 weeks ago.
Vineland Athletic Director Robin Daplin stops in to say hello. Or is it to get warm? Steve Vaughn ready to try to put this one through the uprights.
Well, I like the fact
Enough foot, and it's accurate. Good hold by Alex Castillo, and the kick is good. Vineland leads 14-0 with 2:57 to play here in the first half.
I like the fact that Alex is holding on the extra points, too. Watch the block by Alex. He's coming. He's going to lead the play. He's right here. There it is, right there.
That's the play. That's the block that set up
Yep.
the play.
What a
No
great
doubt about
block.
it.
Good block.
All the scoring taking place here in the second quarter so far. First, it was a 22-yard touchdown run by Jamar Bird. Bond's kick was good. That was about 5 minutes ago. And now we have a 32-yard touchdown run by Marcus Lee on that reverse. Beautifully executed, thanks to a critical block by Alex Castillo, the quarterback.
Excellent block. That was.
So Vineland has a 14-0 lead. Ross Romano has the ball teed up.
That puts a little bit of daylight into the game now, Keith.
The ball escapes the Oakrest player, number 42. We don't have a name associated with the player.
Morgan, good job on
What a
Morgan.
great job by that special team.
And more. Morgan and more.
Well, John, you said that another score before the half might drive a stake into Oakrest's
Oh,
heart.
absolutely.
You can see how the momentum really is in Vineland's favor after that special teams effort right there.
Absolutely.
It stuffed them back there inside the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Leak has replaced Morgan, the linebacker. I hope he's not hurt.
Morgan is being attended to down here by the equipment manager. I think it's just a chin strap problem. So a pickup of 2 yards brings up 2nd and 8 now for the Oakrest Falcons. Guy you see pacing around there with the headset on and a hat on backwards is Coach Ed Belfi. He's in his 3rd season, has a career record of 7 wins and 16 losses coming into tonight's game. On the carry is Ryan Staten for the Oakrest Falcons. Gets forced out of bounds.
He's short of the first.
And he has to get to the 20 for a first down. Still need about 2 yards. 3rd and 2 coming up.
I'd help Vineland a little bit there, Keith. He got up. The Oakrest runner got knocked out of bounds. We stopped the clock. If we can hold him here, we're going to have plenty of time. There's 2:02 left. Still a lot of time to get another one on the board.
Travis Worker split to the far side. I formation behind quarterback James Smalls. Handoff to Staten.
Didn't make it, Keith.
No.
Oh. No, he gave him a heck of a spot, but I don't think he made it.
He just seemed to be trudging up there, John. He didn't really build up ahead of steam or
I don't
anything.
think he made it.
Just dropped his head, stopped his legs from moving.
4th down.
4th down in inches.
Oh, they're going to measure. Yeah, he's short, Keith.
Vineland calls a timeout. And I'll tell you that
Oh,
the
he didn't
Vineland,
measure. I thought he was.
the Vineland coaching staff, besides Coach Ed Belfi, who's the head coach, we have Nick Basil, Dale Jones, Jamie Burgos, Travis Amstutz, Vinny Terenik, Al Giordano, Kyle Jones, Tim Jess, Rich Scarpa, and Dennis Singleton. Of course, the athletic director, trainer, is Dave Bennett. You see Coach Basil right there talking to Mark Thompson.
That's a heck of a gamble for Oakrest, isn't it?
I think it is.
You know, you don't make this. You just about giving Vineland a crack at a.
I mean, you've seen
Another
what
touchdown.
they could do from 22, 32 yards.
Yeah. I'll give the coach a lot of credit. He's going to take a shot at it, I guess.
Well, it's 4th and inches. 1 minute and 41 seconds left to play here in the half, and they trail 14-0.
He's got Morgan right up in the hole.
Now Oakrest calls a timeout. I think they were counting on an offsides.
Yeah.
A little encroachment from the defense. Didn't get it on a long count.
It's the old hard count. Kids held the ground there pretty good.
Last year in 2002, Oakrest finished the season with 3 wins and 7 losses, but they were 2-2 in their last 4 games. To end the season, Oakrest beat Apsagami on Thanksgiving 14-10. There you see the Vineland crowd. Everybody a little bundled up tonight than they have been in the previous games.
Last time we tried to block it. This time we're going back with 2. This is a return on Keith. You get two backs back here. You're going to try to return it.
McKean's punt is a very poor one again.
I'll tell you what, that's not a bad game plan, though. Don't let him touch
he kept
the
it out
ball.
of the hands of the returners.
Yeah.
If that's what you mean. Vineland will have it with 1:35 left in the half. And the nose of that football is just about on the 35-yard line of Oakrest.
No. Would you take one shot with Marcus right away?
Why not?
Yeah. Chance.
Yeah, I'd rather go in 21-0 than 14-0.
Yeah. Oakrest can't score on us, Keith. I just don't think they have enough offense.
And the slot goes
they're
Darren
flooding
Ford.
They're going to flood that right way. They're going to roll to the right.
Shotgun.
Yeah, there he is.
Alice Castillo fires it downfield. Oh, just beyond the outstretched hands of number 3, Jamar Bird. He had him there, but just a little bit beyond his reach.
Nice throw. That's a pretty good throw.
Here you'll
there.
see it again. Castillo, the line did a great job of protecting Castillo. And he aired it out.
Pretty good throw there.
Marcus Lee split to the far side. Out of the shotgun again. Castillo throws it, and he finds
flag.
Jamar Bird. Bird took it to the sideline and tried to cut it back, but he's met with by a couple of white jerseys over there wearing the Oakrest Falcons helmet. So first down, though, from the 20-yard line. Vineland calls a timeout. 1st and 10 for the Fighting Clan from the Oakrest 20. So in the red zone, Vineland is threatening again with 1:18 to play. And you see the score already 14-0 in favor of the Fighting Clan. Vineland is just playing, I think, a very solid football game today, John.
Oh, absolutely.
Not mistake-free, but just very solid. They're doing what they have to do to get the job done.
They made one mistake on defense with that long pass early in the game, and since then their defense has really stepped it up.
Oh, yes, they have.
So, you know, when you got your defense playing solid, the offense will come through. We've had 2 big plays, 2 scores. and a chance for a third one here.
Coming into tonight's game, Vineland scored 103 points. That's averaging over 34 a game. And they've allowed only 22. That's averaging just over 7 a game. So the defense has been doing their job, and so is the offense.
They got a chance to break that 84 record, the school record. What do you have, 394 points, I think? 10 games, we played 10 games that year, so they got a shot at it.
1st and 10 for the Vineland Fighting Clan. Again, out of the shotgun formation. Castillo throws the ball. It's going to be incomplete. And more than anything, Marcus Lee was playing defender that time.
He gave a guy a pretty good shot.
Protecting Alex Castillo's assets, making sure he didn't get an interception there.
Got a minute 11, a lot of time.
2nd and 10.
Remember, that clock stops on the first down. We got a chance to get a first.
The ball is just over the 20-yard line of Oakrest.
Uh-oh.
And here goes Jamar Bird on a halfback pass. He's going to be overthrowing
He threw that ball
his intended
pretty good.
receiver, and that was Darren Ford. He threw a nice spiral, but I think he ate his spinach today.
At this point in the game, I'd rather see Alex throwing that ball right now. You know, that was pretty good. But you got to set that one up. Bird threw that pretty good.
He did. Yes, he
Maybe
did.
our quarterback next year. What do you think, Keith? He threw that ball. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have him an option quarterback?
Boy.
Woo!
Seems to have
Sorry,
the
John.
skills.
Oh,
Boy, that was...
that was
I held
well
my breath
read.
on that one. There's a penalty flag after the play. Walt Brown
Oh,
took
here
that, but
comes
he
our
got
ref.
waffled.
Here comes our ref in.
Saying an elbow was thrown. Against Vineland.
That's a dead ball foul, too. They won't replay that play.
If a dead ball, personal foul on red, 15-yard penalty from the end of the play, 4th down.
Coach, you got to punt it now.
Will be 4th down.
I'd punt here, John.
Clock is running, Keith. I don't know. Maybe they'll get one play off.
It's about 32 yards to go for a 1st down.
Well, we've gotten better.
Marcus Lee split to the far side. In the slot position is Darren Ford. And out of the shotgun formation, Alex Castillo calls the snap. And whistle stopped the play. Oakrest calls a timeout. How could they call it? Well, I guess did they call it before it? I didn't know that.
While we have a little time, let's recognize our varsity cheerleaders.
33 seconds on the clock, and 14-0 is the score in favor of Vineland.
Christina Guadalupe. Senior co-captain Taquana Ledbetter.
This is a different formation than we've seen all year, Keith. Right now, out on the field, in that normally we have a tight end and some strength. Coach took the tight end out, which now gives us an extra wide receiver in there. He's got 2 split to the right, 1 to the left. And it gives us 5 receivers now with Bird and Ford also in the slots. That's pretty good formation, throwing formation.
Well, we'll see if it works out because it's 4th and 32. About a half a minute to play.
Yeah, there they are. They're all split. Got 3 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 Running back, we got 5 potential receivers on this. Oh, he's going deep.
Pass is thrown, and it's intended for, boy, who is that number 30?
That's a new number, Keith. We haven't seen that one. There's got to be a name on the back, isn't there?
Well, I'm going to be looking. No number, no name on the back. Of all,
Yeah.
99% of those jerseys have names on the back except his, and we don't have a corresponding name to go with that number. Might be one of the young freshmen, John. Bet it is.
Yeah, it could be Bowman.
"25 seconds to play here in the first half. 14-0 the score. Oakrest has the ball back
We're still in our solid 52.
from their own 41-yard line. And again, it goes to Laquan Lee, the sophomore, number 34.
That should run out the clock.
So the teams take it into the locker room at halftime here at Gatone Memorial Field. And I'll remind you that the scoring tonight all took place so far in the second quarter. At 7:17 to play, it was a 22-yard touchdown run by Jamar Bird. Steve Bond added the extra point kick, making it 7-0 in favor of the Fighting Clan. Then with 2:57 to play, it was a 32-yard touchdown run by Marcus Lee on a beautiful reverse. Steve Bond's kick was good, and that's where we stand right now at 14-0. John, if you're Coach Belfi, what do you tell your team at halftime?
Well, you know what? I just tell them, you know, keep playing the way you are. The breaks will come. Oakrest cannot score against us. There's just no way. Their offense is quick enough to get our offense. Their passing game, which is probably the only real way you can score against, open up that run defense. It just doesn't look. Oakrest threw the ball 3 times, Keith, and completed 1. So you know that they're not very happy throwing the ball either. They're not going to throw it. We threw the ball 6, 8, 10, 11 times with 4 completions. But you know what? The 4 completions we had were pretty good.
Yes, they were.
You know, they struck pretty good. So, Coach, you know, just keep playing solid. You're fine. You know, you got a 14-0 lead. You got an offense at Oakrest that isn't very powerful. So just keep playing solid defense, and everything will be okay.
We're going to take a break from talking here during the halftime today and allow you to enjoy the Vineland High School marching plan. And we will rejoin the action here right around the kickoff of the second half. So stay tuned and keep watching as you'll see and hear the sounds of the Vineland High School marching plan.
Our third selection is We're in the Money, which is followed by the show finale of 42nd Street. Now sit back and enjoy as the marching plan presents 42nd Street. The Red and Gray Gridiron Club will be selling t-shirts and sweatshirts down at location west end of the stadium. And also hats located at the west end of the stadium.
Garrett Catalana down the end of the booth, keeping some statistics for us. John, how did the first downs work out in the first half there?
Vineland had 9, Oakrest 2. One I don't like, Keith, is the penalties. They had 6 penalties. And one probably cost us a chance to score at the end of that game. It really took us out of any kind of game. And we just had another penalty.
First and 10. James Smalls, the quarterback, hands off to Laquan Lee. Lee got a big pickup of yardage there, getting all the way to midfield for a first down for the Oakrest Falcons. So that's the way that Coach Frank Plefka wanted to come out of the locker room and start things off.
Oh, that was a 15-yard gain right off the gun. You know, if you look at the Oakrest team, their bread and butter is probably their inside running game. And they're not going to beat us by doing it. Here comes Morgan on the blitz again. Here he is.
Hand off again to Lee.
Boy, he does a good job. That's about, you know, Keith, probably every 2 out of 3 plays we were blitzing. And it's a good defensive strategy. They're not going to throw the ball, so we're going to come take the inside game away. And that's what's happened tonight. Our solid 5-2 defense, they're not pushing us back. Morgan and Guadalupe have done a great job, and our corners. So they're not going to, you know, they're not going to be able to get anything unless they just push it right down our throat.
2nd and 6 yards to go. Smalls keeps it himself, gets a first down, and is finally forced out of bounds. Getting up there after the tackle is John Winchester and Matt Moore. Boy, another first down for the Oakrest Falcons and another pickup of big yardage.
16-yard pickup, so we had a 15 and a 16-yard pickup. One inside run and one in a quarterback sweep. Quarterback just kept the ball, followed his blockers.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line of the Fighting Clan. Oakrest has the football. Right up the gut.
Good job by 79.
It's Lee again on the carry.
61 is Martin. First time we called his inside. And, but it's positive yards.
Yeah, I would say 3 yards. 2nd and 7 yards to go for another first. Vineland's defense has to tighten up here in this possession.
It's a big drive for Oakrest. They can make a ball game out of it. They can score, or Vineland again turn it around if they hold it.
Travis Worker splits to the near side. Smalls hands off to Lee again.
That's Lee on the carry.
Lee is getting a lot of work tonight. Oakrest coming into this game with a 1-2 record. Vineland undefeated at 3-0. Oakrest last enjoyed a winning season back in 1998 when they finished with a 7-win, 3-loss record.
I would eventually say Vineland and Larson linebackers. If you blitz 2 out of 3, you're going to blitz on this play.
3rd down, 3 yards to go for the Falcons.
He's going to blitz off the left side. Here he comes.
Big play, 3rd and 3. Yep. Hand off to Lee. Lee is stopped there. Guadalupe is among those to deny him yardage. Also Guadalupe in there.
You've got 7 guys coming against 5 blockers. It's just impossible to pick up. In that drive there, we blitzed 2 out of 3 times. Keep it coming. They're not going to hurt you any other way. You can see the linebacker sneaking up on that play. You keep coming up.
Yep. 4th and 3.
They tried that little dump pass to the tight end.
Yes, they did. This is a big play for the Falcons. Right there. What a play. Christian Guadalupe comes up after that big stop on Laquan Lee. He lost a yard on that play, in fact. So Vineland will take over on downs. The ball is spotted at the Fighting Clan 24-yard line. First and 10.
Good defensive stand there. We're going true to form. We might try to bomb right here, right off the bat.
Marcus Lee split to the far side. The handoff goes to Darren Ford. Ford turns the corner, gets up to the 30-yard line. Vineland finished last season with 4 wins and 6 losses, but it was a marked improvement over the previous 2001 season, Coach Belfie's first, when the Clan lost all 10 games. The last time Vineland had a winning season was in 1991. The last time they had this good of a start was way back in 1984, when this guy sitting next to me was the head coach. Second down and 4 yards to go. The handoff to Walt Brown. He gets a couple of yards.
Close, Keith. Pretty close to the first.
Stop by number 34, Laquan Lee.
Close enough for a measurement.
Official timeout on the field. Again, just a reminder.
We mentioned earlier, Oakrest upset Hamilton on the road in the opener, 19-16. Ocean City then beat Oakrest 13-6. And last week, Williamstown clipped the Falcons 32-7. Right now, they're losing to Vineland 14-0 with 7:40 to play, and we're in the third quarter. They say it's about 3 inches to go for a first down.
I always like this play, Keith. This is almost like a free play. That you can call anything to get 3 inches. It's, you know, dive, you can rub that quarterback's knee, you can run the off tackle. It's pretty tough for any team to stop you at this point. And sometimes you bust one.
Sometimes it happens. So everybody's so concerned about the 3 inches, they forget about the rest of the field in front of you.
Well, we're spread pretty wide on this.
Third and inches.
There's the quarterback.
Quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
Look at that surge. Wow. You expect him to get 3 inches and stop, but the surge carried him across the 40-yard line.
Oh, 2 guards did a great job. And Cassetti, the center. And Silver and Martin.
That's at least a 7-yard pickup.
Sorry. Oh, I want to give him credit. Come on, Brown. What a job up front. They just didn't quit. Usually you fall down if you get something, but they just powered it.
First and 10, Vineland from their own 42. Uh-oh, there's a drop football. Well, squirts out again.
Great
they
game.
got positive pickup on it.
How about that, huh?
Went across the 45 to the 46.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Got to put that one in the book.
Second and 5. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Sometimes you've seen those
Oh.
football follies. Sometimes that ball squirts around.
See, I like the college and the pro rule now that they put in, and that if you fumble the ball, you can't gain positive yards. That's been put in because of that. Remember that the Oakland Raiders kept kicking the ball down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
There's that slant pass right to Marcus Lee. Cuts it back, and he's going to go all the way. Marcus Lee for a touchdown. Call it a 54-yard touchdown pass, John.
Excellent. Talked about that slant all night.
Alex Castillo now will pull the football in its upright position for kicker Steve Bond. And Bond is perfect on the evening as well. 3 for 3. As Vineland now has a 21-0 lead over the Oakrest Falcons.
Good timing on that slant. Kept the ball out in front of him and caught it on a dead run. A lot of open field, too.
Congratulations.
So Vineland leads at 21-0 with 6:05 to play here in the third quarter. And Steve Bond is perfect. 3 for 3 in extra point kicks. Yeah, it looked great. Really looked nice. Ross Romano has sure been getting a good workout kicking the ball this year. With all the scoring Vineland's been doing. Ball's teed up on the 40. That kick gets picked up at the 15-yard line. Advance to the 30, so a 15-yard return for the Oakrest Falcons.
I don't know what they can do. They just don't have the firepower to beat our defense.
Well, it's to the point now, John, where they just about have to go to the bag of tricks and see what they have.
I don't know if they have any of them. Just a solid, they're going to beat you just with solid plays. I don't think they're going to do that.
Walker on the carry.
I don't know if you enjoy reading novels, John, but renowned author John Grisham has a new book out that might interest high school football fans. The title of it is Bleachers. It's a novel about a school football program, the impact of their dying legendary coach on both the players in the town and also some interpersonal relationships. It's a short read. I read it recently, and you can really read it in a day or two. I recommend it if you're a high school football fan. It's a good book.
Here comes that blitz.
Handoff goes to that infamous number 42, for whom we do not have a name. Match the number.
That was Michael Clemson on the carry. Stopped by number 26, Jeff Morgan. Have an official timeout.
The first one of those tonight. 3rd down and 6 yards to go for the Falcons is the situation.
Well, Vineland's done a good job all night long.
Well, we have the time. Let's get back to our varsity cheerleaders. Time to introduce our juniors. Junior prop start.
He hasn't carried very much. We thought it was going to be a lot more.
Junior Kim Malone.
Quan Lee is the guy who's been the workhorse for the Falcons.
Junior Stephanie Capuro. Junior Renee Montini.
Yes.
And Junior Raymond Mayfield.
I see that the Oakrest quarterback, James Smalls, has one of those new helmets on. I see a lot of the college players wearing. I see them too much in the high school level yet. Pass is way overthrown. Intended for Travis Walker.
Pass goes incomplete.
I don't know about you, I was looking for flags. I thought they might catch John Winchester that time, John.
Yeah, he did a little hook. He was wide open.
Ball spotted 35-yard line.
Pattern for a first down. Getting a lot of cushion.
4th down brings up a punt situation for the Falcons. Another low kick. Picked up and dropped out of bounds by Jamar Bird.
They came in with a good game plan on their kicking game, Keith. They've been kicking
Ball
the ball
started
low
on the
into the
32-yard
sideline.
line. Ball will take over first and 10.
Very hard to field that. You cut the field down a little bit, but
Well, it takes away that return threat.
I think if Oakrest has any gas left, they've got to stop us on this drive.
Vineland operating from their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10. The handoff to Jamar Bird. Bird is going to be manhandled. No, he breaks away from that tackle. What a scrappy runner. He was really wrapped up there by Shea McKean at tight end. But
Shea tried to throw him, and he threw him back up on his feet.
yeah, right back up his feet. Clock working its way down to the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. And the score, 21-0 in favor of the Fighting Clan of Vineland. Vineland trying to look to improve to 4-0 this 2003 season. 2nd down and 11 is the situation. The ball at the 31 of the Fighting Clan. Big handoff, on the reverse.
Great hold.
1st down. Aaron Ford finds his way to pick up all that yardage, getting the ball across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Boy, that's a bread and butter play there. Everything going left, scissor back right. Great play.
When you sit up here and watch it from our angle, it's really pretty because you can see it open right up.
Definitely.
1st and 10 from Vineland's 46. The handoff to Darren Ford. Ford again has some room.
He's going.
Has to be one guy. That's it. It's a foot race. 54-yard touchdown run. That'll help his average a little bit out again, huh? A little concerned about it for the most part of this game.
Just when he makes that break in the secondary, there's just no way when he's going against the grain. He's running to the right and he cuts him back left because everybody's already made their move to the right.
Castillo places the ball down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So Steve Bond makes it perfect, 4 for 4. And the score is 28-0 in favor of the Vineland Fighting Clan. Here's that run, John. See
Right
Ford has stopped there. There's a
now
two more missed
go
tackles.
against the grain right here. See, there's no one that can come from that side.
I saw him break about 5 tackles in the course of that 54-yard run. And the fans are responding to the skill and talent of this Vineland High School Fighting Clan football team. 3-0 so far, looking to make it 4-0 as they advance their score here to 28-0 over the Falcons of Oakrest. Fans giving a good hand and cheering loudly. Well, John, you pretty much said it early on in the game. Oakrest is just outclassed in every aspect of this game.
Watch film all week. I like watching films. Just you gotta have so much talent. I mean, their talent probably lies in the defense, and guess where ours is in our offense. So somebody had to break.
There goes the squibbler. It's hard to handle. Vineland's team is psyched after their performance on the field and the reaction by the fans. 28 points doesn't hurt either. Unanswered.
Kids, a lot of kids are now playing on that specialty team. They want to show that they can play. And Anthony Robinson, who broke that wrong last week, he's on the specialty team. He wants to show the coaches that he should get to play more. You know, everybody wants a shot at it.
Smalls throws it again way over the head of his intended receiver.
Second and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
So when he's throwing the ball, everything's going to sail on that.
Well, last week you told us you had to say a few words to Anthony Robinson in your gym class. I noticed today in the pregame warm-ups he ran by you and said hi. So you must have had some good words with him. Nothing bad after that 80-yard touchdown run.
So some kids you can take a life from.
Scott Turrigan is split to the near side. The handoff to Lee. And Lee doesn't get anywhere. Mung goes in to make the first impact. It's number 4, Matt Moore. Also Mark Thompson in on the play. That's a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and 12 coming up now for the Falcons. The ball's at the 23 of Oakrest.
Can't tell you enough about those. The front 5 will be. What a job they did. Of course, having 2 linebackers blitzing with you. Too. Or gets up close. I don't know if they're going to come on this. It's probably a passing game. I'm waiting.
Number 26, Whoop on the yard.
Thompson.
Tyler Walker was the ball carrier.
That's our best play.
Just picked up a yard on the play. 4th and 11. The punt, you mean? Punt return?
Absolutely. Punt kickoff return has been dynamite.
Sure has been. Thanks in large part to the 2 guys back here, Darren Ford and Jamar Berg. That one goes to Ford. He drops it. That's all right. At least it's been so far this season.
He got a shot to get outside here. If he can get to the outside. Okay.
Laquan Lee had something to say about that as he brought him down at the 45. Lucky for him that he did.
Oh, what a wall he had set up here on the right.
It was there.
Bonner will take over 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted at
1st and
their
10
own
for the Fighting Clan. Minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. 28-0 in favor of the red and gray of Vineland. Joe Bassetti sets his team at the line of scrimmage, which is the 44-yard line of Vineland. Marcus Lee split to the near side. In motion comes Ford. The handoff to Walt Brown. And Brown fights for his yardage all the way. Got the first down, it appears. Well, scores from last weekend. John Williamstown, as we said, beat Oakrest 32-7. Ocean City 12-0 over Atlantic City. Hunterdon Central beat Millville 24-18. Mainland over Wayne Hills. Buna beat Lower Cape May. Deptford shut out Delsey. How about that one? 22-0.
Watch that on Comcast. I don't know if you saw it. They had it on Comcast. It was a pretty good game.
You can see Alex Castillo on the option, keeps it himself, cuts it back across the grain. Look at that, he might go all the way. He's outrunning everyone, finally gets brought down by the Oakrest players at around the 4 or 5 yard line. What a big pickup by Alex Castillo. Let's watch it again. Here's Alex. Cuts it back to his right. Look at that.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. I didn't even see it, John, that time. I think it's your buddy down there who dropped that flag.
Holding on the offense.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, we have another threat now.
Yeah.
How about Alex turning it over?
Hey, talk about option quarterbacks.
This is quarterbacks. Great job.
One other score from last week, Pleasantville 39, St. Augustine 6. St. Augustine still looking for their first win for their new head coach, Steve Capuccio. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Vineland 28, Oakrest 0. John, this weekend's schedule features Friday night games that have St. Joe's at Buna.
Quarter 10 in on the flag. Second penalty. We have one
Play
untimed
St. Joe
game.
tough because of the same kind of I just think St. Joe voted for barely.
Pleasantville at Hamilton. St. Augustine at Holy Spirit.
That's still a pretty good rivalry.
And then Saturday games have Apsagami at Ocean City. That's a big one Vineland fans will be watching. You can be sure the coaching staff, many of the players will probably be down there watching that.
Somebody will fall out of the undefeated.
First and 10. Hand off to Darren Ford again. Ford turns the corner, gets across midfield. We also have Bridgeton at Lower Cape May on Saturday. Atlantic City at Mainland. That's a big game. Only from the standpoint of Coach Weiss against his son, who plays for Mainland. And then Egg Harbor Township at Millville.
At the end of 3 quarters, Vineland leads 28-0.
John, I don't know if you saw in the paper the other day, the Inquirer actually had the first version of the power ratings. And in that, in Group 4, Cherokee is 3-0 with 25 points. Toms River East is 3-0 with 25 points. Mainland is 3-0 with 24. And Vineland is 3-0 with 22. Then comes Apsagami, 2-0 with 19 points. Washington Township with 17 points at 2-0.
Those teams that are 2-0 are in a disadvantage because they'll catch up to us on the bye week. So it's a nice sign. It'd be nice to have a home game. No matter where we stand in that, but not a shot to be in the top 8.
Once again, while we have a break, we'd like to thank
Be careful though. Those
Mr.
wins
Tom
are-
Forsyth and the nice work again on the Vineland High School jersey.
They play all Group 4 teams, which gives them a head start on us in the power. But if you go undefeated, you got to be in. The JSA says that, so let's hope we go into that last game with a shot to get in and be undefeated.
That would be nice. Make a return visit after 19 years.
That was exciting.
It was mighty cold that day, too.
Yeah, we just
And again, while we have a break in action,
And saw
let's finish off
What a Division I player.
Griggs, wasn't it?
Hicks,
introducing
Greer,
Greer.
Gustafson. Oh. Gustafson's still running.
our
He's still
sophomore
attacking.
cheerleaders. Sophomore, Teresa Barno.
What's wrong with this spot?
Sophomore, Tylene Carter. Sophomore, Kanisa Ransom. And our rowdy rooster, Mr. Ron D'Agostino.
Well, Coach Lefka is really complaining. The official is over there explaining to him what's going on.
I don't blame you. Something wrong. You can't be second and 5 or 7 or 6 or whatever it is up here because
The sound effects are appropriate. The Twilight Zone music being played.
hey, Vineland's going to be going the other way. He just quit.
Well, look at the chain gang. They have the arrows going in opposite directions.
Okay. I will say that's wrong. That's flat out wrong. Aren't we going to our left team?
Yeah.
Well, the ball's on the 49. Can't be going that way. Oh, this should be interesting.
Yeah, this is the easiest switch of positions you could ever
Yeah, I
have,
know.
I think. I would think. Being at the 49-yard line, you just put it on the other 49-yard line.
What the heck? I can't go that way. It's got to be.
No, that's the way we go. They have the right field position. We're defending the east goal.
No, it's our ball.
Yeah.
Keith, hold it. It's our ball. If we're going to our left, the chain's got to be
I
to
know.
our left.
I know.
It's
The
to
chain,
our right, man.
well, I know the chain gang is wrong. Maybe they're just waiting for the ball to be put down in position.
You can't have that. That's impossible. That's a first down. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. This should be good. That's exactly what it should be, Keith. It should be second,
That's right.
and that
That's
distance
right.
going the other way.
That's right. I guess it's the new mat, huh?
Now they got it.
Oh.
Okay, because that's exactly what it should have been,
There we go.
but it was going the other way.
Yeah.
Well, that took 11 minutes to figure that out.
We were going pretty good there for a while.
Yeah,
I thought we
know.
might get out of here at a reasonable hour. Well, that first game down at Lower Cape May got
See-
over around
See, I'm prejudiced.
9 o'clock.
A basketball official would never have that happen. He would not have to worry about sports.
Well, we're just getting underway here with the fourth quarter. Vineland has a 28-0 lead over Oakrest.
Number 2, Darren Ford on the carry.
Darren Ford gets the ball from Alex Castillo. And is stopped for a loss.
Stopped by number 26, Tyler Walker.
On the same position.
It's a third down.
Third down and about 13 yards to go.
Call here. We have a variety of calls that we can go here with. I still like that
Spotted
snap.
at the 49-yard line.
You know, it might be tough to run it from short side. Boy, that thing's really hurt.
Yeah, should get 5 yards out of that one.
Penalty against. Okay. The yellow
Dead
flag
ball,
is down.
approaching it on the right, 5-yard penalty. He takes that down.
So third down and 8 yards coming up now for the Fighting Clan.
2 more penalties and we got a first.
At the 44-yard line.
And you know what? With Coach Melton, we're in 4-down territory right here.
Fake handoff. Looking to pass is Castillo. He throws it, finds Darren Ford, and Ford gets out of bounds. Maybe about a yard, yeah. After all was said and done.
Pretty nice day. Came back.
Ball spotted.
He really helped his quarterback out on that play.
Came back to the receiver.
That's what the receiver should be doing.
I'll tell you, Alex had a lot of time to throw that ball. There was nobody pressure.
Fourth down, and Vineland will punt, if that's what they're showing, with Steve Bond back there to do the chore.
Look at Alex. Alex going to snap the ball. You think he's got multiple jobs on this team? Isn't that great? Nice catch.
High snap.
Uh-oh.
Bond is being forced. Oh, man, he threw the pass. And he found Matt Moore.
They got 14,000
Moore got
guys.
waffled.
There are 14,000 guys downfield. See that again.
Ineligible receiver, downfield on red. White is going to
Great
decline the
catch.
penalty, so the automatic
I know,
flag.
Well, that's a pressure cooker situation, that's for sure.
Yeah, you have to see.
Oakrest will have it 1st and 10. Looks like they'll spot the ball at the Oakrest 43.
Some good people in the second. You see it, 22.
Coming down in the option is going to be a keeper by the quarterback, James Smalls. Yeah, we're starting to get some wholesale changes. See, Lydell Harris finally did get into the ball game. Number 22 is Robert Lopeman. He's only a sophomore. Pete Caro's in there still. I see number 34 in there, Anthony Robinson. Mark Thompson is still there, number 50.
Yeah, the front. It's, defensive ends are certain mistakes.
2nd and a long one. And he got that's Laquan Lee. Picked up the 1st down for the Oakrest Falcons. The Press of Atlantic City rated Vineland's concession stands 3 hot dogs last week, praising the number of outlets within the stadium. You know that? And also the quality and diversity of the food offered for sale. Hey, don't.
Who did that?
The Press. They rate them 3 hot dogs.
Tell
Now this week,
Smith that.
Mainland only got 2 hot dogs in this week's rating.
So we're 1 hot dog up.
That's right, 1 hot dog up with the mustard. Handoff again goes to Laquan Lee. Hey, there's a job we could volunteer for sometime. Just be the food critic at the concession stands, no?
Yep. Ted Kirshner used to be the head coach at Glasgow State. So well, some of the club the other day, what a job he's got this retirement. He goes around and rates the golf courses in New Jersey.
How about that?
That's why. You can have the hot dogs.
I don't really want the hot dogs. Handoff again to Laquan Lee. He gets into Vineland's defensive secondary, and Oakrest really has a threat building up here.
Yeah, and you know what? You can push our first still in.
Steve Medio checks in now for Lydell Harris.
Lupe's coming back, I think. This game got Medio. He's praised the other day by his defensive play. It might be the best, one of the better down liners they have.
Jeffrey Morgan just slipped off the quarterback on the play.
Another blitz.
Ball's on the carry, stop by number 4, Matt Moore.
Another blitz. You know what? I like the fact that we're coming. I'm being aggressive. I think we talked about that earlier.
Second and 11.
Yes.
Ball on 24-yard line.
Standing back here. They're coming with everything they have up front.
2nd and 11 from Vineland's 23-yard line. Oakrest has the football.
Comes Morgan again. Oh, he just missed
That's
taking the
Laquan
handoff.
Lee again on the carry.
I thought he took the handoff.
Hey, John, it seems like when Vineland's defense gets their backs against the wall, they really come out with a surge, that aggressiveness.
Boy, they come with that blitz again. Morgan shot that gap and almost took the handoff.
It's still 28-0 in favor of Vineland. We have 6 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock here in this ball game. Vineland is 3-0 coming into this game, and they're looking to make it 4-0 for the first time since 1984. Smalls looks to pass, finally put the ball up in the air, and it's going to be picked off. That's John Winchester, who took the ball out of the hands of the intended receiver in the end zone, and now has a nice return along the sidelines. And a flag was dropped there, John, as the play was advancing.
Okay, Keith, I'm confused.
See what happens.
I'm confused.
How he could run it out of the end zone?
Yes.
That's what I wondered. He caught it clearly in the end zone.
I'm confused. Plus, we got a
illegal cut below the waist on white on the return to go 15 yards to the end of the line.
How about that? Chop block against Oakrest.
First and 10. Vineland. Ball spot. 40-yard line.
First and 10 for the Fighting Clan from their own 40-yard line.
we got both sail changes. We got everybody.
Let's see, number 53 is in there at center for the Clan. That's Chris Wilson. Number 32 on the carry is Antoine Brown. Vince Wilson, the junior, is in at quarterback. I see number 73 trotting out on the field. That's Jason Janasiak. Out comes Jonathan Rosseltob. See, I see number 72 in there, Anthony Parecka. Try to get all the numbers for you, the names if you can. There's a nice second effort by Sean Bowman.
That's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Number 21, Sean Bowman on the gun.
See Isaiah Nelson in there, number 52.
45-yard line.
I tell you, the first time he touched the ball, the first time.
No, what happened? What did he do?
80 yards.
Wow. I see Kevin Ford in there, number 19. Luis Torres, I think number 65 is in on the play. Wilson on the quarterback keeper. He reverses the field. Got the first down. Good job by Wilson.
Number 12, Vince Wilson on the gun. Number first down for Bowman.
Lydell Harris, number 14, is in on the offense.
Ball spotted. At the 46-yard line. Bowman has his first and 10.
Also in on the series is Steve Leak, number 31. First and 10 for Vineland, operating from the Oakrest 46. Look at that, there was second and third effort there on the part of Sean Bowman. Got dropped for a loss of yardage. Boy, not for lack of trying.
Sean Bowman on the gun. Now by number 12. Second and 14.
This is the future of Vineland football out here right now for the next year. So Vince Wilson gets dropped for another loss of yardage.
Third down.
Time-consuming play. I don't know what it was. Trying to get the quarterback outside.
Third down and around 24 yards to go for a first. Wilson looks downfield, fires the football down, and it's caught. It's caught by Antoine Brown. There's a penalty flag back in the offensive backfield.
people on the punt team too, Keith.
The illegal shift on the offense. Penalty decline, fourth down.
Putter is Ross Romano, number 83. Doesn't hurt to try someone new in this situation. Gets a kickoff. Uh-oh, it's dropped. It's fumbled by Oakrest, but it goes out of bounds. Fortunately for them. See that nice coverage there by Jamar Bird.
At the 27-yard line. Oakrest takes over.
He has an injury to his leg, John. Jamar Bird is dragging himself off the field at the 20-yard line. There you see it, 2:12 to play, 28-0 in favor of Vineland.
Don't forget, Clan fans, that the Vineland Fine Clam will be in that Beacon next week on Friday, October 10th to play the Pregame Braves. Game time next Friday.
The ball is at the 28-yard line of Oakrest. They'll have it 1st and 10
You all come out and watch the game.
with 2:12 to play. The grains of sand are evaporating quickly for the Oakrest Falcons. So far, they're being shut out in this game against Vineland. Timeout on the field. This will give me a chance to go over the rest of the schedule for Vineland, John. Next week, Friday, October 10th, Vineland travels down to Apsagami. That game begins at 7. Then on Saturday, October 18th, it's an afternoon game down at Ocean City. Friday, October 24th, Egg Harbor Township visits Gatone Field for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Friday, October 31st, that's Halloween weekend. That's an open date. Friday, November 7th is down at Vineland. That's a big game for the Fighting Clan. It'd be something if they both end up being undefeated at that juncture of the schedule. Friday, November 14th or Saturday, November 15th, that's the state game to be determined. And then, of course, Turkey Day, Thursday, November 27th at Millville, 10:30 in the morning.
After seeing all the teams play, I really rate Vineland, Vineland and Vineland. And I'm going to tell you the next best team I think is Millville. They play the tough stuff.
That Foreman's a tough runner, isn't he?
You know, you're talking about them playing Huntington. They're good.
Yeah.
They can
Second and 8, ball spot on the 30-yard line.
Their schedule was opposite. So, tomorrow they play. What's he say?
Egg Harbor, yeah.
Oh, it's Egg Harbor.
Yeah. I know, I just said it, Egg Harbor. Oakrest has some wholesale changes in as well.
Third down.
For instance, the quarterback now is Paul Bergen. He's the junior quarterback for the Oakrest Falcons.
Ball from the 31-yard line.
See Michael Ballard in there, number 42 for the Fighting Clan. Sean Bowman. The 34 is Anthony Robinson. 52, Isaiah Nelson.
Ball carrier brings the ball down. 2-yard line.
Joe Bassetti checking into the defense.
Ball spotted.
Out comes Anthony Baraka. No, out comes Anthony Robinson. So Vineland will be 4-0, do you believe it, to start the 2003 season. This should be the last play from the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be the end of it. You see the clock running down. Back in the second quarter, Vineland scored on a 22-yard touchdown run by Jamar Bird with 7:17 before the half. Bond's kick was good, 7-0 Vineland. 2:57 before halftime, it was a 32-yard touchdown run by Marcus Lee. And Bond's kick was good, 14-0 at the half. In the third quarter, with 6:05 to play, a 54-yard touchdown pass from Alex Castillo to Marcus Lee. Bond's kick was good, 21-0 in favor of Vineland. And the final score of the evening, with 3:02 to play in the third quarter, a 54-yard touchdown run by Darren Ford. Bond's kick was good. He was perfect on the night, 4 for 4, and the final score, 28-0. John Vineland now advances to 4-0 on the season, undefeated, the first time at this stage of the game, this stage of the season, I should say, since 1984. Oakrest now drops to 1-3, and they have a tough battle ahead of them, as they have some tough schedule yet to play in the Cape Atlantic League.
A solid performance tonight, Keith. Defensively, a shutout. Can't ask for better than that. Offensively, up and down. If I had one thing to say negative tonight, and there's not much, is for the penalties. They had 10 penalties. That's a lot of penalties.
Too much. Too many penalties. So next week it's at Apsagami, Friday, October 10th, 7 o'clock kickoff. Be there or watch it right here on TV channel 13. For our whole crew, Chris Guittardi, Ryan Gavigan, Maria Canigliaro, and our producers in the truck, Mickey Brandt, Brian Anthony, and John Sabrana, we have up here in our booth Garrett Catalana and also John Parentazzi, and I'm Keith Petrosky. Once again, the final score, 28 for Vineland, 0 for the Oakrest Falcons. Make sure you watch VPS TV channel